Hello and welcome to the BuyBelize virtual tour. My name is Zani. I'm here with my fellow colleague Glenn, and we are here to educate you on this amazing country and the communities that we represent, and to help you determine if this is a place that you'd like to see in person. The location of these communities are only going up in value, so let's see if this is a good fit for you. And if it is, we're going to give you information on how you can book into one of our Discover Belize tours, and they run every weekend of each month, so you can get your boots on the ground, toes in the sand, and see it for yourself in person. We'll give you more information on these tours at the end of the presentation, but right now we're going to play a short video, and all of the footage is of the development and the surrounding areas. Okay, I'm going to give you a quick rundown. English is the official language of the entire country. And what people don't realize is that if you move to a Spanish-speaking country, you literally have to learn Spanish just to get by. In Belize, you can go there and instantly communicate with everyone, so it makes it very convenient. All the menus and contracts are written in English. And the capital gains tax. Now, what I'd like to do is talk about the appreciation right along with the capital gains in Belize. Are you familiar with capital gains tax? It's the tax that you pay when you make a profit selling an asset like real estate. So in Belize, when you buy a property and make a profit, you don't pay any capital gains tax on it in Belize. So you retain all profit, and this development, for example, is appreciated approximately 15 to 30% over the last 2 years. So if land keeps appreciating at that rate, it'll double in value in less than 3 years. So that's 100% gain. If you doubled your money in the next 3 years, I am sure that would put a smile on your face. In Belize, the land ownership is fee simple title. The minute you start paying on the property, you have ownership of it. And once you pay it off, you get title to it free and clear, so it's a true asset. It's also just a short 2-hour flight from here to Belize City. And Belize has the #1 retirement program in the Caribbean called the QRP, the Qualified Retired Persons Program. If you're 45 years of age or older and have an income of $2,000 a month or more, you can qualify. One of the perks of the QRP is that you can move all your household possessions into the country tax and duty free once every 5 years. The household possessions also include a car, a plane, and a boat. With global surge of interest, there is a huge global surge of interest with Belize, and it's due to the fact that this is the last chance that you can get in on undervalued, beautiful Caribbean land. Compare this opportunity to Jamaica in the 70s, Turks and Caicos in the 80s, and Costa Rica in the 90s. If you don't get in now, you will have missed the boat. Even Business Insider magazine has rated Belize the #1 market in the world for retirement and investment out of 20 hottest destinations. And about the currency, the Belizean dollar tracks 2 to 1 with the US dollar. For instance, if you go to dinner and it's 20 Belizean, you pay $10 US. I'm going to move this over to Glenn, fellow colleague, who's going to take you through the development location.
Hello everybody, I want to educate you a little bit on the area that we're talking about here. So what you're going to see on the screen is a map of Belize. Now, as Arnie alluded to earlier, there is no question that Belize is the #1 destination for vacation and retirement home buyers in the world right now. So when people are coming to Belize investing their money here, the question then becomes, where is my best upside potential? So let me give you a little education on the country, and I think it'll be very clear to you. A majority of the land in Belize is a wildlife reserve, so most of the country is never going to be developed. So on a very fundamental level, what's driving the real estate market in Belize is supply and demand economics. There's a very high demand for real estate currently and a very low supply of it, and an even smaller supply of coastal real estate where we're located. If you look on the map down below, you'll see the red dot. That's where our development's located. What I'm going to be telling you about here is very similar to what happened in Costa Rica and Panama over the last several years. Belize is no different. You'll notice on the map here, next to the red dot, an airplane. This is the new Placencia International Airport that's under construction in southern Belize. Currently, right now, you fly into Belize City, and there are limited flights and ports of which you can fly into Belize. Houston, Miami, Atlanta, Charlotte, and Los Angeles, primarily. With this new international airport under construction, upon completion, it'll open up the floodgates and turn Belize into a global real estate market. Very similar to what we saw in Costa Rica, very similar to what we saw in Panama. When people from all over the world can easily travel to a destination, it creates a new buying market and drives real estate prices through the roof. That is what this new international airport will do once it is completed. To give you a few examples, Costa Rica, 12 years ago when they finished their international airport, property values went up anywhere from 200 to 500%. So you can see why southern Belize, where we're located specifically, is where the greatest upside potential is. And as we get into the development a little bit later and what we have to offer, you will clearly see why so many people are investing in property with our development. So apart from the international airport, there's another huge development that's happened in southern Belize where we're located. All of the value and growth is happening in this little section near our red dot, Placencia, and the airport, in that small circle there. This new development is Norwegian Cruise Lines just finished building their new port in southern Belize. So they are currently taking cruises into Placencia. This is really big for the area and also had a massive impact on the exposure to this area in southern Belize. The reason this is important, if you look at a company like Norwegian Cruise Line, it's a very successful multi-million-dollar company. They're very well known for their cruises and the success of them. The board of directors of Norwegian Cruise Lines knows little to nothing about real estate. So what they do is they hire economic forecasters to figure out where to put these locations to make sure they stay profitable. Of all the places they could have chosen in Belize, they chose southern Belize because of, again, all the growth happening down here. So in this small area with the airport and Norwegian Cruise Lines, it's millions of dollars in third-party development going on, which is just continuing to add to the value of our development, which is completely separate from that. So now I've gone over the international airport, Norwegian Cruise Lines, supply and demand economics. So now it should be very clear where all the growth and appreciation is happening is in southern Belize because of all the infrastructure going in. So where does our development fit into this place? We are the third piece of that equation. The marina that I'm going to show you here is the heartbeat and the most important part and most attractive part to our development. We have the largest marina in the Western Caribbean that we built from scratch in this development. It took us several years to do it, but we did recently complete it. It is a 250 slip, 40 acre deep water marina. Now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to show you pictures from start to finish so you can get a very clear understanding of how big of a project this was. Building a marina of this size and scope in the United States is a massive undertaking. Building it in a country like Belize, it's unheard of. We're the first to ever do it. This is what it looked like when we first started out, when we first dredged it. Just to cut the hole for the marina was over $2 million in diesel fuel alone. That'll give you an idea of how costly the project was. A couple years ago, we flooded the marina and finished it. And once we did that, it drew a lot of attention to the newest and biggest development in the country of Belize. We started attracting some transient boat traffic and boaters to our community, people that liked the boating lifestyle that wanted to retire here. It also attracted early investors, people that could see where this development was going and wanted to get in very early on the ground floor opportunity. What we're working on currently now that we have completed the marina is the Marina Village. We are starting to go vertical on all the construction on top of the marina. Ultimately, there will be restaurants, cafes, bistros, farmers markets, diving facilities, and even on-site property management. And speaking of on-site property management, rental is going to be a big part of a lot of people's investment decision here. We do have a lot of investors coming in buying the lots to sell in the next few years because of the equity returns, but also a lot of people do have a desire to spend some time in Belize and rent their property out when they're not using it. What I'm going to show you next is the number one reason we're the biggest opportunity in southern Belize. I want to talk to you about a company called IGY. IGY, which stands for Island Global Yachting, is the largest marina management company in the Caribbean, and they manage all of the elite marinas in the Caribbean. On this map here, you'll see where their various marinas are located. Maybe some of them you've been to before or seen or heard of. All the marinas they manage are in the most desirable parts of their respective countries. Cabo San Lucas, Cancun, etc. the places where everybody goes, the destination locations. We partnered with them a couple years ago when we were building our marina and consulted with them to build our marina to the specs that they require. We knew that if we built the marina and ultimately partnered with IGY, that this would become the most important place in Belize, and also we would have the largest marina in the Western Caribbean managed by the biggest marina management firm in the world. It's a powerhouse partnership. To give you an idea of what IGY marinas look like and what they look like at full capacity, I want to play this short clip for you here. What you're going to see in this video are the other IGY marinas located throughout the Caribbean. It'll give you a really good idea of what you can look to expect at our marina with full capacity. Now let's talk about the IGY clientele, because this is the big reason a lot of people are investing with us. IGY is officially taking over our marina in November. This is huge news and it's not public information yet. It's actually going to be announced at the Fort Lauderdale Boat Show in Florida, which I'll get to in a minute. But to talk about IGY's clientele, they have the biggest marina and boat network in the Caribbean. Several tens of thousands of boaters and yachters travel in the Caribbean annually. A couple great things about IGY. Number one, they don't sell the slips in their marina. What does this mean for you? Well, if you do get to come down on one of our tours and decide to move forward with a property here and build a home, the best part is with the marina, there is constant turnover of new traffic of renters and buyers coming through on a weekly basis. If all the slips were able to be purchased, you'd have the same clients coming through. But because all 250 slips are leased, new traffic is constantly flowing into the development weekly. Again, some of our investor clients are buying multiple lots, sitting on them and looking to resell in the future. Some of our clients are going to be building a vacation home and renting it out. Either way, it's a win-win scenario. Not to mention that the size of the boats and yachts, which you saw from the video coming in, are very large in size, anywhere from 50 to 150 feet, sometimes even larger. Obviously, with these types of boating clientele, they have lots of disposable income. The first thing they do when they pull up into a marina is they want to get off their boat. And that's where you come into play. If you can get in here ahead of the curve, there's a lot to be gained, not only from rental income, but also from equity return. I'm sure it's no surprise that once these boats start coming in here and this place becomes more popular, obviously with the limited properties we have, they're going to rise quite a bit in value. Now to talk about the Fort Lauderdale Boat Show, which is the biggest piece of news. In November, the Fort Lauderdale Boat Show, which is the biggest boat show in the entire world, is going to be held, and our marina is going to be announced grand opening at that boat show. Not only that, but as a matter of fact, IGY has made the entire boat show around the announcement of our marina. Obviously, we're very, very excited about this. However, some of IGY's most elite clients have already heard about this. What I'm going to show you here are some pictures taken over the last few weeks in our marina, and you'll notice several boats coming in. People are already finding out about our marina and coming to check it out. So you can imagine if we've gotten this type of traffic just in the last couple weeks, can you imagine the type of traffic we're going to get in November? And it all comes back to supply and demand economics. Again, going back to what I said in the beginning about the airport, all of the infrastructure is being built here in southern Belize around our development. The airport, Norwegian Cruise Lines, and our marina. Again, it's a powerhouse combination with us and IGY. So again, the question isn't whether Belize as a country is a good investment, but it becomes, where is my best upside potential? And the answer for many of our clients is clear, down with us. As a matter of fact, over the past 90 days, we've had a 300% increase in our sales. We're selling between 20 and 30 lots a month. So people are finding out about this and are in tune to what's happening in Belize. And hopefully you get the opportunity to come down on one of our tours as well. So I want to talk to you a little bit about our business model and our financing. This is obviously a huge question with many people. What type of financing do you offer? What are the terms? We have a very unique situation with our development. Our project has been debt-free since day one. Now, what does this mean? Well, there's two schools of thought when it comes to development. Most developers, what they'll do is acquire a piece of land, take out a large construction loan, and start developing. During that time, they carry a construction loan or a mortgage, if you will, on the property. So they need to sell properties in order to pay that back every month. This creates a lot of risk for the buyer, you. If that developer is unable to pay those loans back on a monthly basis or they don't sell enough property, the development will go bankrupt and foreclose and stop development. And then you're stuck with a property that will never be developed. We took a very different approach to the way that we do things. The property was bought free and clear since the beginning, and we've remained debt-free since day one. So the question has never been if it will get completed, it's always been when. And that completion time frame is very close. What that's also allowed us to do is offer financing terms, since we offer in-house financing. Again, going back to the two schools of thought on development, if you were to buy into a regular development in the country and you are not a cash buyer, you have to finance, obviously. What you would do is go through a local bank. Belize is widely regarded as a cash-driven market because the bank's terms are not favorable and very different than the ones we have here in the United States. For example, if you were to come to Belize and want to buy a $150,000 property, the bank would require you put at least 40% down. Your interest rate would range between 9 and 12% over a 5 to 10 year note. Again, you can see why Belize is widely regarded as a cash-driven market. What we have to offer is so unique. Not only are we in the right place, the right time, in the biggest booming real estate market in the world right now, but on top of that, our development offers developer financing and we carry the notes as a debt-free development. So again, if you got to come down on one of our tours and decided to move forward with a property down here, we offer up to 30-year finance terms, flexible down payments, cash discounts for our cash buyers, and interest rates that range anywhere from 0 to 4.9%. Our highest interest rate is 4 points lower than Belize's lowest interest rate. I'm sure you can see now why so many people have chosen our development and why we are selling between 20 and 40 lots a month. The decision is really easy. The hardest part now is getting on one of our tours to come down and see it.
Thanks, Glenn. That was some great information there. Obviously, if you're going to even consider an opportunity like this, you're going to want to deal with a top-notch developer. So let's talk a little about credibility and financial standing. Now, this development and the communities within it have been entered into the International Property Awards. They've won Best Development in Central and South America year after year, numbering 16 awards. This development is in such demand, tours are usually booked for at least several months in advance. Now, the biggest problem isn't finding people who want to buy land in this development, it's they usually have to wait months before availability to go on a tour. Now, the website alone is getting over 2,500 inquiries a week, and the tour is a max of 20 people. And this is due to the infomercial and Business Insider article that's created an overwhelming response for us. Centered around our beautiful 250 slip marina, we have some incredible amenities. What are those amenities? We have an equestrian riding centre with 17 horses currently on site. And as an owner, you're more than welcome to take a horse out and explore some of our incredible trails that we have on that 14,000 acre property. There's also a beautiful organic garden, 5 acres in size right now, which will be extended to around 33 acres, not open to the public, and located on the property. It will eventually increase in size, and we have weekend farmers markets there, so you can come in, get all your fresh fruits and vegetables, and it is pennies on the pound. Take a look at this gorgeous beach club with its full-service restaurant and bar, and the pool is just a stone's throw away from the Caribbean Ocean. You can come here during the property tour for lunch and you'll get to meet other owners who are buying into this rare community. And in the evenings, they have movie nights under the stars while the sun sets across the Caribbean. In this development, there is a 5-acre private island. I think this is the best and most amazing amenity that they have, and it's for you as an owner. It's just a short 30-minute boat ride from the marina. And if you don't own a boat, that's okay. There are water taxis that are available to take you back and forth to the island. This will be part of your tour experience. And while you're out there, you can enjoy swimming, snorkeling the Belize Reef. Maybe you'd like to throw in a line in to go fishing, jump on a paddleboard or kayak and go explore around the island. They'll be cooking up some delicious Belizean barbecue, drinks flowing at the bar, and if you need a rest from it all, you'll have your scheduled massage and then hop on to one of the many hammocks that we have positioned from palm tree to palm tree. Let's talk about custom homes. In this community, you get to pick your view, choose your lot, and build your very own custom home. We have 7 different builders, all with excellent reputations. You'll get to meet them on tour and they'll walk you through model homes to get a feel for what best fits your taste. There is no time frame to build, and property taxes, listen to this, they are the lowest you'll find anywhere. Imagine only paying between $30 and $60 a year, never paying over $100 a year. That's right, only in Belize. So let's just do a wrap up here. You must be realizing by now why Belize is considered the #1 country to buy real estate and why the communities that we represent are in high demand. So let's review here. No capital gains tax, it's English speaking, fee simple title, the best retirement program in the Caribbean, the Norwegian Cruise Line stopping into port, 40% of the land in Belize protected with limited real estate, second largest reef in the world, a new international airport under construction, Business Insider voting Belize as the #1 place to secure real estate in the world. Our properties, including a 5 ecosystem lifestyle development sitting on 14,000 acres, world-class amenities in a gated community, a 250 boat slip marina with island global yachting management, debt-free development, incredible in-house financing options and custom home designs, and winner of 16 international property awards, making this development the most sought-after properties in the country of Belize. People we come across daily may be searching for the ideal vacation home, investment property, or maybe retirement destination, or maybe all of the above. This country is so unique, and this is why our Discover Belize tours are booking up at a rapid pace. Our tours run from Thursday to Monday, every weekend of every month, and people are booking months in advance. Now remember, as we have mentioned earlier, infomercial, Business Insider, and news of IGY coming to manage our marina brings in over 2,500 inquiries a week. So if you're interested to come down and see all of this for yourself, click the link below, fill out your contact information, check your calendar for a time that you can travel to Belize, and we'll be in contact with you to help you book into one of our Discover Belize tours. The tours are all inclusive, 4-night, 5 days, including puddle jumper flights, private accommodation, all meals, drinks, and tour activities ranging from massages to snorkeling the Belize Reef and much, much more. We look forward to exposing you to this incredible country and opportunity. Have a great rest of your day, and we look forward to speaking to you soon.